what it really do, gang. Welcome back to the channel. As always, you better be having a good day. Shit, that feels so good to say. Listen, bro, we're back at it like a crack addict. What are you talking about? So listen, I went on my little trip. I'm sorry I left you for that long, bro. It's been like 16 days since I uploaded a video or something like that. It's been 20 days since I touched Yu-Gi-Oh! But, you know, I had to go take care of my grandma, see a few family members I haven't seen in like 10 years. I couldn't make a video because I had to run a few errands as well. But my internet was this box right here. I'm going to show it to you. And that thing sucks. It's basically 2G. You're not uploading anything on 2G. And it's just not happening. So, you know, I had to come back into the game with something that I knew how to play, aka P.U.N.K. So the new Chaos cards that came out, read them, slapped some stuff in there, shifted up, and this is the deck I came up with. I know I missed a lot with the new ban list and new things, but I'll slowly get back into it. But I made this for you guys. So if you guys enjoyed the content, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And shout out to the gang, because yo, I gained subscribers while I was away. I didn't lose any, which was crazy to me. So shout out to you guys, and thank you guys so much for sticking around. With that being said, let's get into them saucy replays. Right, familia, here we are for the numero uno replay of today. Yo, I'm so hyped to make this video, bro. It's been, yo, you guys don't understand. I actually enjoy making videos, bro. So with that being said, we are going first. I believe we are going against a Dynamorphia deck, but we are going to start off by activating the Bystial Rebellion, getting ourselves a Serenir, activate the Foxy tune, send that into the graveyard so we can get a Wagon. Wagon gonna pay some taxes, because that's what you do. We're gonna get some Jam Extreme Session, because we're jamming now. Activate the Sharakasai. Sharakasai is gonna use both of these monsters to fusion summon into the Rising Carp. Excuse me. Bring it out here. Give me a card, because when I pay taxes, I get something back. Activate the Rising Carp. Bring the Sea Aemon and the Deerno onto the field. Pay my taxes so I could draw another card. Draw into the Ash Blossom. Amazing. Then with both of these monsters right here, we're gonna get a little chaotic. Bring him out here, Chaos Ruler, activate that boy's effect, activate the Deerno. Deerno gonna bring the Sharakasai back onto the field, because we need to synchro summon on our opponent's turn, right? We're gonna hit a White Dragon, Emergency Teleport, the Surprise, a Core of Chaos, and another Core of Chaos, so I decided to bring the Core of Chaos to the hand, right? Then we're gonna activate this thing's effect, banish a P.U.N.K card so we can bring a level 8 onto the field. With a level 8 and level 3 monster, you're gonna get the Psychic and Punisher. Hello? Activate the Serenir. Banish the Ogre Dance. Get that thing out of here. Bring the Lubellion back onto the field, because that's how it goes, bro. Serenir, send the Regain to the graveyard. Lubellion, bring the Branded Beast onto the field. Banish this thing. Bring the Chaos Core onto the field. Dark and Light monster. Level 2 tuner. Level 8. Chaos Angel. You're getting extra chaotic, my boy. Chaos Ruler, banish Dark and Light, bring him back onto the field. Huh? Activate the Black Dragon by banishing the White Dragon. Activate this thing's effect, bring the Branded Regain onto the field. I love showing this to you, bro. It's just nuts. Look. All of our, even though this doesn't need it, but all three of these monsters are protected, and they cannot be destroyed by battle right now. Nuts, right? Because of this thing right here, which is really hard to out unless you have a trap or a spell that can pop it. Now we have this thing over here, pop a card on the field. We have a draw card. We have the bounce back, bro. We have an Ash Blossom in the hand, man. So they're gonna start off by activating the Dynamorphia Terresia, whatever I don't know. They're gonna set down this trap. I don't wanna care about that thing, so I'm gonna pop it, activating the Black Dragon's effect to get a White Dragon onto the hand. They're gonna Ash Blossom that thing, which I'm perfectly fine with. I honestly just wanted an extra card on the hand. They're gonna go into the battle phase. I'm gonna activate the Psychic and Punisher. They're gonna try to destroy my Sharakasai. They always try to do this. And then I'm going to synchro summon into the Amazing Dragon. Bring him out here. Activate that boy's effect. You could have that back because I'm generous. I like giving back to my opponents, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna draw a card though, because that's what I do. Give that thing back to them. They're gonna set 3 back row and end their turn. Now mind you, we're playing against Dynamorphia. This is disgusting. And you're never safe against Dynamorphia when they have traps back there. But we're going to continue. Here we go into our Soul Synchro, right? We're gonna activate the Dish Room. Trying to banish a card from our graveyard. They're going to activate the Dynamorphia domain. I'm going to Ash Blossom that thing because it is spring on my side of the field. they have the Dynamorphia Frenzy, which is wild, bro. Because now they get to go into the stupid Dynamorphia Kentigina, and that thing gets to turn into a freaking dinosaur, basically. So yeah, that thing is about to negate it. Get it out of here. I don't want to see it. Jerusalem is gonna come onto the field. We did banish a dark monster, so we're gonna bring that thing back so I could draw a card. They're going to activate that Katrina, right? And here it is, bro. Ferret Flames. You see all of the damage that I have on the field? Look at their life points. Yeah, all my monsters have to go. But before we do that, I'm gonna send the Deerstrom into the graveyard, and we're going to pop the Kentrigina, right? This was part of my plan because I was thinking ahead. I know for a fact that I got it. Look, my board just gets wiped. That thing might as well be a freaking evenly matched. But it gets wiped, right? They send this into the graveyard. They're going to fusion summon into the Dynamorphia rest turn, right? Now, mind you, at this point in time, that thing is a skill drain. It's a skill drain with legs and teeth, and it can bite you, bro. That's what it is. I can't do anything. Now, the only thing that's saving me is that I'm going to draw a card, and then I can activate the Deerstrom, which is not on the field, and that is the only reason why I can get rid of this thing right now, right? Then I'm going to activate the Random Regain again to bring this monster back onto the field as well. They're going to activate the Kentrigina, right? Kentrigina is going to allow them to special summon the Theresia onto the field. I bring the Deerstrom back over here, send that thing to the graveyard. They're going to activate that thing's effect, and I'm going to pop it with the Snow Ogre Rabbit. Honestly speaking, we didn't really need to do that, but if we're going to win, we're going to win, right? Pop that thing. They're going to say Dynamorphia Alert. I'm going to get this thing out of here so I can get my Bystial Rebellion onto the field. Activate the Assault Synchro, special summon it, pay them life points. Level 2 Tuner, level 8 Monster, level 10 Baron the floor. Because their field kept glowing, I didn't know what the heck they had, but we have an Omni Negate. And we have more than lethal damage. Pop! This deck's recovery is crazy. This deck's recovery is crazy, bro. I'm telling you. Without any said, let's go into the next replay. Alright, gang, here we are for the numero dos replay of today. Again, I'm teaching you Spanish, bro. You're gonna be Hispanic by the end of this video. ¿Qué fue? ¿Cómo está? Yeah, exactly. So, here I actually did some savagery. I took the Max C challenge, bro, because that's just who I am. That card is trash, and I don't care for it. So here they're gonna activate that thing. I'm gonna activate the wagon so we can start jamming, because we always start jamming when we're playing P.U.N.K. It's just who we are. So we're gonna activate the Ogre, then send that thing to the graveyard so I can get a Sharakasai, and we're gonna draw a card because we're gonna banish the Ogre, then special summon the Sharakasai, right? We're gonna activate its effect. We're gonna use both of these monsters right here to fusion summon into the Rising Carp. Let's get it. We're gonna draw a card because we did pay taxes. I'm gonna activate the Sea Aiming just to bait out some negates or something like that if they want to negate it, but they don't. We're gonna draw into another Foxy Tune, activate the Rising Carp, send it to the graveyard, get the Madame and the Deer. No, Madame gonna pay some taxes so I can get myself a surprise. Activate this thing's effect because we're gonna draw a card. It's just what we do when we pay taxes. Well, for these monsters, again, you're gonna have to get a little chaotic. Chaos Ruler, activate the voice effect, activate the Deer Note. Deer Note is gonna bring back the Rising Carp. I just need a level 8 body on the field for what I'm about to do, right? Get it out here. We're going to get a Bystial Muhammad, Branded Beast, Foxy Tune, Deerstrom, and Bystial Rebellion. So, we're going to get the Bystial Muhammad. We're going to activate that voice effect. We're going to banish the Deerstrom. Activate that thing's effect so we can get another dragon. Get it out of here. Get the Rebellion onto the field. Activate the Rebellion's effect. Get the Branded Regain onto the field. Activate the Foxy Tune, special summon the Sea Aiming, pay some more taxes, get myself a Deer Note, and we both for these monsters, level 3, level 8, 11, bro, do your math, man. Psychic and Punisher, activate the Ruler, banish the Darkening Light, special summon it back onto the field. Activate the Regain, bring the Magna Hook back onto the hand, draw into an Ash Blossom, activate the Chaos Core, banish a Dark Monster from the hand. Level 2, level 8, Chaos Angel. This deck is stupid. Yeah, to the end of the turn, we're gonna get ourselves a Bar Drake. So we have a Papa card on the field. We have Protection. We have Craziness, and we have the Bounce Back. We have the Papa card. We have an Ash Blossom. We have everything, bro. We just have everything. So here they're gonna activate the Vernasil, the Drowsy Mountains, right? Then they're gonna activate the Crusader. Trying to get flip this to defense position, but I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna use this effect. And we go for these monsters, we're gonna synchro summon to the Amazing Dragon. That way I could draw a card. Bouncing this thing back didn't feel like it was gonna do much, but I still have to do it, right? Because why not? Get that thing out of here, you could have it back. I'm just generous like that. Then we're gonna draw into the Shell of Chaos. Now we're gonna activate the Midrage, banish the Foxy so we can get this thing onto the field, activate this thing's effect, bring it here so we could draw another card. How many cards have we drawn, bro? This deck just draws cards while messing up your opponent. What other deck does this, man? Come on. Love me some Punk. Now here, I'm gonna speed this up, bro, because they're just gonna do a bunch of shenanigans. They try to activate the Kelbeck here. I'm gonna Ash Blossom that thing because they don't need more Earth monsters in the graveyard. I don't want them having more Earth monsters. They're gonna search some stuff. They're gonna activate some... They're just gonna do a bunch of shenanigans, bro, and at the end of the day, it's not gonna matter. It legitimately doesn't matter because, look, they're gonna activate this thing. They're gonna try to get rid of my Baldrake. I'm gonna get rid of their, Naturia, whatever, the one that gets rid of traps. We're gonna pop that thing because... I mainly popped it over here and didn't wait because that was the only tuner they had left besides these two cards right here, right? Because they're going to activate this thing's effect. Now, mind you, I knew that they could bring another tuner, which is right here. I know that I wasn't done, but I was just waiting to see how are you going to out my board. Yeah, you keep doing all of this shenanigans. You keep doing all of this. And the reason why I'm not worried, bro, is because, listen, I have these big body sticks right here, 35 racks, right? They're all protected, cannot be destroyed by battle, they're unaffected by everything. So what can you do? What can you really do? I don't care if you had your whole deck in your hand. What can you really do? Unless you have a kaiju, unless you have some other shenanigans, this is what you do. You waste my time. They don't have an out to this board, bro. They just don't. I mean, they could have probably made a goddess and got rid of one of them. But what are you gonna do about the Psychic and Punisher? Well, it was just nuts. So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Alright, gang, here we are for replay numero 3. I think this is the third one. If it's not, then we'll figure it out. So I've been actually testing this deck for 2 days. I got back home the day before yesterday, and this is the deck I built. I actually really like it, and I wanted to show this replay because we didn't really play around Nibiru. But we kind of played really smart around the Nibiru in a sense. I'll explain things to you. That's why I wanted to test the deck a lot, so I can explain things to you better, right? So here we're going to start off by activating our emergency teleport so we could teleport this W into my pocket, activate the wagon, get ourselves a Jam Extreme section, set that thing down. We're going to normal summon the Sea Aemon, activate that boy. Girl, somebody told me that's a boy, but either way, it don't matter. Activate the thing's effect, join to Ash Blossom, activate Foxy Tune, get the Shirakasai onto the field. Use that thing's effect so we could bring the Rising Carp right here. Give me that. We're going to draw a card because we did pay taxes. We join to the Nemesis Corridor, activate this thing's effect, bring the Deerno and the Madame Spider. Now, we couldn't pay life points with the Madame Spider because we already have the trap in the hand, but we're still going to get a little chaotic. Now here, you guys can't see it, but their field started glowing. So I'm like, you know, anytime you special summon 5 times, you know if their field start glowing out of nowhere, it's Nibiru. So I'm like, okay, we're going to activate this thing's effect. We're going to activate the Deerno, bringing the Madame Spider back onto the field. Now again, we can't activate the Madame Spider because we have the trap in the hand. But we're going to see Sea Aemon, a Black Dragon, a Baldrake, a Lubellion, and an Infinite Impermanence. So I grabbed the Lubellion. We're going to activate the Lubellion's effect, send that thing to the graveyard, getting ourselves a Magna Hut. Then we go for these monsters right here. I'm going to go into the Psychic and Punisher. Now I'm not going to lie to you. I went into the Psychic and Punisher a little early. I didn't have to do this now. I could have made some different plays. But because they have the Nibiru, this thing is unaffected. So I'm like, if I'm going to lose my whole field, then I might as well have this freaking stick that's unaffected by everything, right? So we had to make that thing, activate the Chaos Ruler, banish the Darkened Light, special summon it back onto the field. Again, their field kept glowing. I'm going to activate the Magna Hut, banish an Ogre down so I can special summon that thing. Activate its effect and get rid of it with the Lubellion so I can special summon it. Activate the Lubellion's effect, bring the Branded Regain onto the field, set down 2 cards, and I end my turn, right? Now you guys see it, they activate the Nibiru. Now the reason why I ended my turn is because, again, this thing is unaffected. I still have this thing in the hand. Even though I opted to go for the end phase, but I did it to entice them to activate this thing now, right? So they activate that thing's effect. Yeah, they get rid of 3 of my monsters. bring that thing out here, give me my token, right? Again, I knew this was gonna happen. Branded regain. It's gonna let me bring the Baldrake, and I'm going to recycle my Chaos Ruler. Give me that. Let me draw a card, and then bring the Baldrake onto the field. Activate the Nemesis Corridor. Bring the Ogre Dance back into my deck. Get that thing out of here, so I can get a Nemesis Corridor. I just recycled 2 of my banished cards and got a level 8 freaking monster that doesn't allow you to freaking bring cards into your hand. This deck is nuts. Shell Chaos, banish the Lubellion, special summon it, activate this thing's effect, banish the token, and banish the Nibiru. Get it out of here. We're gonna get the Deerstrom. Now, yeah, we got Nibiru, bro, but I still have a Papa card on the field. I still have a banishing special a monster from the extra deck because I can just get rid of this thing. I still have the Deerstrom and I still have an Ash Blossom. So yeah, they're gonna normal summon the Taya. I'm going to activate the Branded Regain to try and break the Magna Hut. They're gonna call by the grave that thing, and I'm like, okay, bet. I'm just gonna recycle it anyway so I could draw a card. No one cares. Activate that, bring it back, draw me a card. Join to the Assault Sinker. They're gonna go into the battle phase, so I'm gonna give this thing the attack boost, so they are gonna slap themselves into in here so they can start activating things, right? So here I immediately thought a Kaiju. Nah, they activated the Karikura, whatever this thing is, which is my boy Kuawi actually loves this card right here. So they're gonna activate that thing's effect. He's gonna get a huge attack boost. I'm gonna activate the Branded Beast, activating the Druid, so I'm gonna banish the Psychic and Punish. I honestly don't care. Which, ironically, to teach you something, if you wanted to recycle that thing, you could have next turn by banishing it and then bringing it to the deck with this thing, which is crazy. So yeah, we're gonna special the Deerstrom. Again, they're gonna activate that thing's effect, bringing the Shirakasai onto their field. And I'm like, nah, banish that, get the Jerusalem out of here, and then we're gonna get your monster out of here too, which basically leaves me free space to just slap you in the face because we have way more than lethal damage. They're gonna screw. This deck is stupid. Like, I enjoy playing this deck. Let's go into the next replay. Right, again, here we are for the 4th replay of the day. I might show you another one since I haven't uploaded a video in a little while. I'm gonna let this one be a little longer so you guys could enjoy it more, see more of the deck and stuff like that. Here we are going second actually, and this felt like a little mirror match. They're gonna activate the CMN, right? They're gonna get their Foxy Tune. Then they're gonna activate their Foxy Tune, send that into the graveyard, send another monster to the graveyard. They're gonna get the Deer Note onto the field with level 5 and a level 3. They're gonna get a little chaotic, bring him out here. I'm like, okay, bet. I see you cooking, so I let him cook. They're gonna activate the Deer Note. I'm like, okay, let me see what sauciness you got going on. Have you watched my videos? No, because you're about to lose. So yeah, I actually want to build this deck. I might just build this thing. I think it's Thunder, P.U.N.K, bystials, something, I don't know. But I might want to build something like this. So yeah, they're going to banish 3 cards, special summon this thing onto the field, and they're going to get their Thunder Dragon Dart, whatever. Then they're going to Exceed summon into the Zombie Vampire, activate that thing's effect, detach the material so they can mill 5 cards. They're going to get my Core of Chaos onto the field, activate the Chaos Ruler so they can special summon it onto the field. Now with both of these monsters right here, level 8, level 2, Chaos Angel, right? Saucy. You're gonna activate the Assault Shrinker, special summon that thing, and they're gonna use both of these monsters right here to synchro summon into Baron de la Flora. It's just what you do, bro. And then with both of these monsters right here, they're going to link off into the IP Masquerena, right? Bring her out here. New animation is fire, I'm not gonna lie. And they're gonna end their turn. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. This board is nice. It's not crazy, but it's nice. You have an Omni Negate, which can't be popped or destroyed or whatever not. You have this thing, which is the ultimate protection. And then you have basically, I'm assuming this is a bounce back. That's what I was thinking at the time, right? So I'm like, okay, bet, now let me cook. So I'm going to activate the Chaos Space because you milled it in there, right? So I can get my Chaos. They're going to Ash Blossom that thing. They don't want me drawing a card. I thought it was, I would have waited because I already have a bunch of cards in the hand. Why would you stop that? Anyways, we're going to activate the Foxy Tune. Sending another card to the graveyard, get the Madame Spider so I could... Basically, right here, I'm trying to bait out the Baron de Flora. That's what I'm trying to do, so I know it looks weird. Why would you bring Madame Spider onto the... I'm just trying to bait out the Baron de Flora, right? We're going to activate the base of Lubellion. This is when they decided to negate. Now I'm gonna activate my emergency teleport because the pump package is more important than the bystial package right now to do what I wanted to do. I'm gonna get the wagon onto the field, right? We're gonna activate her effect, pay some taxes so I can get the Jam Extreme Session. Activate that thing's effect. Then we're gonna activate the nemeses corridor, bringing the core of chaos into the hand. Get that thing out of here. Bring the thunder colossus. This is why I love this package because it's a level 8, bro. Even if you don't want to use it for its effect, it's just a body to go into my Psychic and Punisher. Bring him out here. Activate that boy's effect. Getting that thing out of here and getting... Because the only thing that I was worried about was the Masquerena. Because everything else here is like I can't really do much about. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. This was one of my first duel. So I didn't know exactly how this worked and I was a little confused. So we're going to special summon the CA-Man. We're going to get the Shuriken. We're going to activate this effect, draw a card. Get in the Serenir, banishing the Lubellion, get this thing out of here, bring my own Lubellion back onto the field, right? We're going to activate the Serenir, bringing the Branded Regain into the graveyard, activate this thing's effect, banishing a P.U.N.K card so I can special summon the Shuriken, activate that boy's effect, and with the 2 CA-Mans, we're going to fusion summon into the Rising Carp, right? We're going to activate the CA-Man's effect, giving this thing an attack boost, activating this thing's effect, bringing the Deer Note and another CA-Man onto the field. With both of these monsters, we're going to go into the Chaos Ruler, right? Bring him out here. We're going to activate that boy's effect, activating the Deer Note. Deer Note is going to bring the Rising card back onto the field, right? Now, I did goof because I gave... Well, I don't... Nah, it wouldn't have worked anyway, so it doesn't matter. So here we're going to hit a Chaos Pace, Ash Blossom, Deer Shroom, Infinite Impermanence, and a Magna Hut. So I get the Magna Hut to the hand. We're going to use both of these monsters right here to synchro summon into the Amazing Dragon. Now, this is one of the things that I was confused about because, again, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In like 20 days. This thing says light and dark. So I thought this was only effective into light and dark monsters. Again, this is one of my early games. I know I have it in the deck, right? But I figured this out after this duel, bro. So, I activated this thing's effect. They're unaffected. Again, I didn't really know how it worked at the time, so it is what it is. But they would have got bodied if that wasn't the case, right? So we're gonna sit down a chap, activate this thing's effect. Now, mind you, I did attack into this thing for the only specific reason that even though I read this, it says dark monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. I assumed the only dark monsters couldn't be destroyed by battle, bro. I'm sorry, I was stupid. But it is what it is. This board is still nuts. It's still crazy, so we're fine. They're gonna draw a card, they're gonna activate this thing's effect. They're gonna try and pop this thing, but I'm like, okay, bet. Now this thing gets popped. Now mind you, a lot of decks are playing this thing in their deck, right? We have 2 ways of getting rid of that thing, which is the Branded Beast and our surprise. So we don't even care about that thing. Pop it, get it out of here. Yeah, Psychic get punished and get destroyed. They're gonna activate the Allure of Darkness and gonna draw into not a dark monster. And they can't out the board. Baron the Floor can't do anything anymore, bro. So either way, like I said, this deck is really good going first and going second. Now let me see if I have another replay for you. Oh, right again. Now this was another going second replay. It's gonna be quick and stuff like that. Again, I just wanted to show you that this deck is actually really good going first and second. And this deck can OTK or wipe out boards going second. It just depends on the type of hand that you get. I'm gonna explain it to you in the deck list portion of the video. So here they're gonna activate the Bystial Rebellion, showing us the mana head. They're gonna activate the Branded Fusion. I'm gonna Ash Blossom that thing because get it out of here. It just is what it is. They're gonna set down a card and end their turn, right? I'm like, okay, bet. I don't know why you're staying here because they have Maxi. So I'm like, okay, again, Maxi to me is trash. We're gonna take the challenge. Anytime you go second, if they hit you with that, just take the challenge, bro. You're gonna lose anyways. Activate the Bystial Magna Hut. They're gonna banish one of my P.U.N.K cards, which I'm like, okay, bet. We're gonna pay some taxes to get the extreme section. We're gonna activate the Ogre Dance and into the graveyard. They're going to Serenir that thing. I'm like, okay, bet. They're building the Wall of China to try and protect themselves. I'm like, okay, bet. Congratulations. We're gonna get the Shuriken onto the field. We're gonna normal summon that thing, activate that thing's effect, and with both of these monsters right here, we're going to fusion summon into the Rising Carp, right? They're gonna draw a card again, Maxi's activated, but I'm gonna also draw a card. We're gonna activate this thing's effect, bring the Deer Note, bring the CA-Man onto the field, CA-Man activate its effect. I mainly just wanted to draw a card because we don't really need the Deer Note. We're gonna draw into an Ash Blossom, which is nice. Then with both of these monsters right here, we are gonna go into the Chaos Ruler, bring him out here. We're gonna activate the voice effect, activate the deer note, bring the wagon back onto the field. Get that thing out here. Then we're gonna hit a Black Dragon, Chaos Witch, Ash Blossom, Bystial Magna Hut, Bystial Baldrake, and we're gonna go with the Magna Hut. We're gonna activate the Magna Hut, banishing their own rebellion from the graveyard. They're gonna draw another card. I'm gonna activate this thing's effect. Then I'm gonna use both of these monsters right here to go into my favorite card in the game, the Amazing Dragon. That thing is just too saucy. Activate that thing's effect. Again, I'm generous, give him his monsters back. Activate the Chaos Ruler, banish a dark, banish a light, special summon that thing. Now this thing right here, I have a love and hate relationship with it. For some reason, even though you saw me banish it with this thing, right, it doesn't activate its effect to give me 2 level 2 tokens. So, I mean, tuner tokens. So basically, this thing effect only happens when you banish it with a Bystial card for some reason, or any one of your other Chaos cards, right? So again, we're gonna banish a P.U.N.K card so we can special summon this thing. Now this is well more than lethal damage. Look at all of the cards they drew. Who cares? They have to scoop because Maxi is trash. That's why I don't have it in this deck. You don't need it anyways. So with that being said, let's go into the deck list. Alright gang, here we are in the deck list portion of the video. I'm so happy to be making this video. You don't even know. Alright, so I'm going to try and be quick. 2 Chaos Cores because this thing is a level 2 tuner. You can normal summon it or you can special summon it by banishing a dark monster. It's a good combination with this thing. Most of the time if you have them both, what I like to do is get rid of this thing, then banish it with this thing and then bring it back with this thing's effect, right? So that way you can make a level 6, which is right here, or you could just leave this thing on the field. If you have a Bystial, it's a level 8, or if you have a level 8 monster, it's a level 10 Chaos Angel, right? So that's why we run 2 of it. We run 1 or so Synchron because this thing is just nice to have in a deck where you have a lot of level 8s and level 6, because you could synchro summon into level 8s and level 6s, right? Duh. Then we have Ash Blossom, which is actually really nice. Again, you could stop Max C, negate whatever you need to negate, but it's also another level 3 tuner that you could use to make your plays as well if you can normal summon it. We run 1 Shirakasai. Most of the time with this deck, I mainly run 1 of each of the P.U.N.K cards that aren't C-aiming and then the other level 8s, because most of the time you're going first, it's nice. Going second is nice. I most of the time I try to end duels within 2 to 3 turns with this deck, no more. So that's why I run 1 Shirakasai, 1 Wagon, because we gotta search our field spell. Again, this thing's gonna allow you to fusion summon. This is how you're gonna search out your trap. And then we have C-Aiming, which is gonna search out all of your other P.U.N.K cards. 1 White Dragon. I was running this at 2, but I run it at 1. The reason why we have these over here is because this one specifically, again, I was running it at 2. Bumped it down to 1 because I have too many cards. This thing and a Bystial is a Chaos Angel every time, and it's a light and dark monster every time, which is nice. Then we are running 1 Black Dragon because we either use this to search this thing out or it's just another body to get rid of and banish and stuff like that. Nemesis Corridor because I love this thing in any P.U.N.K deck that I build, because you're gonna be banishing a bunch of cards and this thing allows you to recycle a card and bring a free level 8 body that doesn't allow your opponent to search for cards. I mean, draw cards, unless they... You know what I mean, bro. 2 Chaos Witch. Again, you could bump this down to 1. I run it at 2 because it's nice to hit it with the Chaos Ruler when you're milling, and then banish him with a Bystial rebellion. I mean, with a Bystial card, you're gonna get a level 2 tuner. 2 level 2 tuner light tokens, which is nice. So that's why I run it at 2. Then we have 1 Shell of Chaos because we are running 2 Core of Chaos, and it's like a little package that you do. It's a level 4 as well, level dark, level 4 monster. So if you have this thing in a Bystial card, you can make the Chaos Angel as well. It's just not gonna have the light effect, which synchro monster you control will be affected. But you still, monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. It's nice. So either way, that's how you make your Chaos Angel as well. Then I am running 1 Chaos Mirage Dragon. I was opting not to play it. The deck was at 42 cards, but I did opt to play it because it's another level 4 light monster. Also, the thing allows you to bring some of your banished monsters back onto your field, or you could steal your opponent's monster with it, which is really nice. So then we are running 2 Deer Notes because I don't play any P.U.N.K deck without 2 Deer Notes, because Deer Note is a special summon and then it's a level 5 body to go into your level 8s. Don't ever play any P.U.N.K deck without 2 Deer Notes. You're doing yourself a disservice, I'm telling you. Then Bystial Magna Hut. because we are playing one of each of the bystial cards. It just is what it is, and then we're playing 2 bystial rebellions, right? We're playing 3 Foxy tunes, 2 ogre dance, because you don't need more than 2 ogre dances. Honestly, you already have a bunch of dark monsters, and this is essentially just another way of going to your level 3s and stuff if you need them. But it's just like another C aiming mainly. So like I said, 2 bystial rebellions because we are playing the bystial package. Chaos Space, we are running 2 of these. The good thing about this is that even when you mill it with the Chaos Ruler, it's nice because you can activate it from the graveyard. Again, you're going to have a bunch of dark and light monsters banished. So it's always like a free draw card, right? Then we run 1 P.U.N.K Jam stream session. You don't need more than 1. It's nice. It would be nice to have more than 1 because the thing does get popped and banished a lot sometimes. But it is what it is. Then we have 1 Branded Regain, 2 Emergency Teleports. This thing is just too cracky not to play it in the deck. It's just too nice. It's a free level 3 tuner. Come on, bro. Then 2 Infinite Impermanence because we have more ways. The deck doesn't have a lot of negates unless you're going to around the floor, right? So mainly our negates is this thing and Infinite Impermanence. Then we are running 1 Surprise because of Madame Spider. You could play the other trap that's related to this one. I think is let me see. This one right here, which is better, but the reason why I don't play is because a lot of the times I go into Psychic and Punisher, and gaining life points isn't really good for Psychic and Punisher, so that's why I don't play. But you could, I would recommend it honestly. Then Branded Beast 1, I am running 1 Thunder Dragon Colossus, again free level 8 body, Nemesis Corridor. Rising card because you can't play this deck without this card. You can, it's just not gonna be nice. 1 Chaos Beast. 1 Shooting Rising Star Dragon. Now if you can find another level 7 synchro monster that's better than this one, it is a tuner. It is nice to go into play sometimes as well, but if you can find a better level 7, I would recommend changing this because it's not that great. Most of the time you really won't go into it that much, but it is nice because you can alter its level and it is a tuner synchro monster. Then we run 1 Draco Berserker of the Tenyi because you can make level 8s like it's nobody's business. And this thing is just too cracky not to have it. Chaos Ruler, you cannot play this deck without this, so we run it at 1. 1 P.U.N.K Jam Dragon Drive, you could honestly get rid of this. I rarely ever go into it, but you know it is a P.U.N.K deck, so you should have it. But if you have something better, then do that. This is the reason why this deck is also good going second. Because for example, if you have this thing and you have any Bystial monster, you can make this thing and you could basically wipe out the board. That will help you win because this thing it becomes like 45,000 and then it can attack every monster on the field. It's nuts. Then 1 Revenant whatever level 9. The reason why I have this is because you draw a card when you synchro summon into this thing. So another way to draw a card, and then you could get rid of 2 cards and pop a card on the field, which sometimes you getting rid of 2 cards is good because if by sending something to the graveyard you could banish it and activate another effect. So that's why I have it in here. Also, sometimes you have a bunch of cards in your hand. This thing gets a huge attack boost. Then we are running 1 Virtual World Kaiju Shen because we can make level 9s like this one and this one, right? And basically anything from the field that leaves the field, any monster gets banished instead, which is nice. But on the floor, level 10 staple, we need that. Social Supreme Chevron Shen Ying, just in case, because you do banish so much. If you can manage to go into this thing, banish a card, then banish a card from the graveyard and the field is nice. But you could get rid of it because a lot of the time I really don't go into it all that much. So you could change this if you like for something else. Chaos Angel, you could probably put a second Chaos Angel in here, honestly speaking, because making this thing is not that hard in this deck. But again, we are running 1 of those. Look at it, it's a little prismatic and stuff. Amazing Dragon because it's a P.U.N.K deck, and then Psychic and Punisher. Now there's a lot of ways into going to your synchro monster. I didn't get to show off this thing right here. I didn't get to show off how you could bring 2 tokens. So if you banish this thing with a Bystial monster or with this thing or this thing, then know that you will get 2 level 2 tuner tokens, light, which is nice. Or you could distribute it and get 2 level 2 dark tokens, I believe it is. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you did, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the boy, because I would greatly appreciate it. Any comment, questions, and concerns, in the link below, comment section, I always reply. And continue having a great day. Shout out to the gang. Peace.